super nervous. This is my first ever conference I ever speak at. I don't have a cool remote or anything, so bear with me. I thought I'd go to my first conference, Christian Game Developers Conference, because you guys should forgive me for all my errors. Anyway, I just want to start off with this one slide. Everybody always asks, why penguins? Behind my desk in 1999, this was behind my desk. I was like, I want to make a massive multiplayer game in Flash 4 in 1999. I don't know how to animate, and I don't want to waste any time. Background is easy. This guy goes like this. Anyway, the topic, learning Waddle. I needed a catchy title. I thought it was good. Lessons learned from Club Penguin. I'm basically just going to, I really had a hard time writing this. I was like, do I go through the whole history of Club Penguin? And I'm like, no, that doesn't really help you. It's not 1999 anymore. Nobody uses Flash 4, so, and you're not going to ever replicate what happened to Club Penguin. So what I'm trying to do is just take the big nuggets that I learned during the thing. Hopefully, I want to encourage you. Pray God will encourage you. And you'll find something that just makes your project, your team, or whatever, just solve something. That'd be great. Who am I? I'm Priebe. This is where it gets crazy. I started my career as a t-shirt artist. We imported God's Gym t-shirts to Canada for distribution and printing. That was my first career. Then I was actually hired because I knew how to use a computer. I didn't know how to draw very well, so the artists that airbrushed were required to teach me how to draw. Then I had to figure out how to do it on a computer, then teach the airbrush artists how to do what I just learned that they taught me on a computer. Anyway, 486s, it was terribly slow. Photoshop 2 was awesome. During that time, I started getting into bulletin board systems. I started modding door games, multiplayer games, stuff like that. I made the first. Anybody ever play Lord? The Red Dragon? A couple people.
I hosted PBS.
I hosted one too.
The Renegade.
I was like so excited about it, but I kind of thought it sucked. So, so I created one of the first mods ever called Winter Lord. People downloaded it. I actually got paid the $2 registration fee for it. Some guy sent me a check that's on my wall frame. Never cashed it, poor guy. But it's like, wow, I can make money modding text adventure games. Anyway, kept going. That got me into bulletin boards, which then moved my career into web design. Because then suddenly, whoa! Does anybody remember Mosaic? Before the whole web page to load. That was awesome. So then I had to learn hot dogs so I could edit HTML. I was like, whoa! And I started building websites, and I left the t-shirt company and started a digital media company in 1994 to build websites for companies. I'm like, why isn't anybody showing up? Way too early. So that kind of died. So I went back into print production, made old billboards, and my greatest career moment was Little Caesar's Pizza, the little flyers. So I had to make them every week, and you draw them, lay them out, print them, and then it was awesome. Friday, you go home and go, who made all this junk mail in my mailbox? Oh, me. So about 2000 and, no, not 2000 yet, 1998, websites, I'm still trying to do websites. Websites now finally started to take off. Windows 95 came out, actually had the internet, everybody had dial-up modems. Websites were ultra awesome. Text. Everybody remember that? That was the future. So, web design background. Next slide, yeah, no. So then Flash came out. So I got Flash, I got Future Splash, I was into it, then I got Flash 3. Whoa, tweening! So I started building websites with Flash. Nobody had it installed. I was like, this is dumb. Stop doing that. Flash 4 came out and it had scripting. I was like, I can make games! I always wanted to make games. I was making games since I was like 12, all these ideas, but I never programmed. So I'm gonna make games. I talk talked to all my programming friends. Let's make a game together. And they went, no, I have a day job. And I don't want to make games with you. So I said, fine. So I read the whole manual for Flash 4. Built it. It's called Ballistic Biscuit. It was one of the first games on Miniclip when we launched his site and everything. It was awesome. So I believe what I understand from forums, there's about 5 Flash game developers in 1999, I guess, the beginning of it, making games. And we're all being ridiculed by the Java guys. Flash will never take off. It won't make games. Flash 4 is useless. So that was great. And then I had this big idea. So this is my one note, my first note. You want to have something for your company. You got to have a dream. You need to have it. You got to have something. So I said I was going to make this game company. I wanted a game company. Flash 4 was working. People were paying me for my Flash 4 game. I was like, whoa! I'm actually getting paid. It's $19.99. I'm getting paid. And I started making money with it. I was working Wednesday nights, dedicated every Wednesday night to make games. And I had this vision to make a game company that made online games. And with this new business model where I basically went to other websites and charged them $200, low ball. You can license have my game on your site. I'm like, okay, $200. But if you want your logo on it, then it's my shop rate per hour to modify the game. So I mark it up to like $800 to $1,000 and modify the game with their characters and their logos. So I'd sell about 20 to 50 of these copies a year. And eventually I was like, wow, this is kind of dumb. Why am I laying it all out at $80 an hour? I should sell a kid for 20, charge 80. And then the business sense started kicking in. So I had this dream. Around then I had a big idea. I said, ooh, I'm not a programmer by background or anything. A lot of people said this is probably why I couldn't work, because I didn't know I couldn't do it. So with Flash 4, I said, I'm going to make a massive multiplayer, tactical strategy game where they fight with snowballs, and they're all penguins. And the logo looks incredibly familiar. And I had this idea, and I was going to make it Flash 4. It's going to be online, hundreds of simultaneous players. I'm going to make it happen. My brother was doing server programming stuff, so he helped me out with the databases and things. I started building it. And everybody in the whole world's like, you're building what? How? We were doing a push-pull system, and everybody's going to roll their eyes at the coders. I'm literally just posting every 5 seconds, seeing if something changed, and then update the world. That was it. So we're like grinding the server to its knees. But the vision was too big. I said, I can't do that. I only work Wednesday afternoon nights. This thing's too big. So you gotta start small. So next big lesson I learned in life was iterate. Like, don't start small. Build off everything you build. And it just, I don't know, it works for me. That's why I do make all my games now. I start with the first version and go. Welcome to the first version of Club Penguin. It had a lot of features. So I wanted this tactical strategy game. I was like, well, what do I need to build? And I said, well, if I can get characters to move, locating X, Y coordinates, they can chuck snowballs, and they can send text messages. I can do anything. That was my logic, right? So, because I can send signals and okay, started demo. Again, back to the original picture, wire penguins and everything. Really quick background, you see the anime. Launched this on the internet in, I think it's February 2000. I could only have 100 simultaneous connections, concurrent connections, because for speed, and with my brother, we built this system so it would post right to the end of a text file. You would save the byte, I'm not that good of a bird, the byte section, and you grab just the bottom of the text file and feed it back so you get speed in the concurrency, like the signal. Does everybody get that? Coders here, makes sense? Yeah, what we did, right? A huge 1 gigabyte text file, but I only grab the bottom. And one cool site of the day, everybody remember cool site of the day? We used to do like the site I used to visit. Got that award, got all this awards and everything. But if anybody remembers how much bandwidth it cost in 2000, this was not making any money. It only lived for about eight months, then we had to shut it down. The fans were fanatically was like quite depressed because I was like, how am I going to build my tactical strategy game if I can't figure out how to make money with it? I can't figure out how to keep it online because it costs too much money. Dedicated servers, everything in 2000 was way too expensive for a guy doing this as a hobby, and my little biscuit game wasn't making enough money to cover this. So, back to the iteration. So around 2003, 2003, I said, okay, time to build a better version. So I built a version that I could update and modify. I was going to take the same business model I used with my other games, which is I could sell this to other customers, skin it, put their characters in it, and their logos, and I could license it and everything. So I sold about 10 copies of it, and enough that I quit my job on Fridays. So I worked part-time and spent every Friday on games, every Wednesday night on games, and Saturday morning on games, and keep building this up, and started modifying. Now, the part that blows me away is they're like, playing Club Penguin. It hasn't changed much. The interface was here for years, but I'm also a strong believer in iteration, and I also believe in tons of feedback from kids. As I kept getting feedback from children, I started learning where the best places to put all the buttons were. So it's years. Everybody goes, Club Penguin came out of nowhere. No, it actually took like 10 years. This was the next version. It did pretty good. I got the service a lot faster. Bandwidth was, I got smarter. This was Flash 5, I think. So I'm getting two action version. Still not soft servers or anything. And we kept going from there. Any questions on that? Going? That's pretty much the history component. Let's head through it. No? Okay. Next little tidbit, if you're writing notes, listen to your audience. I just mentioned that. Listen. You're building for them. Right at the beginning, I was going to build a tactical strategy. I decided to iterate step by step at my features. The kids screamed that all they wanted was a chat. And I wasn't listening for years. So I started listening. I was like, they don't want a tactical strategy game. They want this environment to just chat. This is about 2004 now. MySpace just came out. I remember sitting in my house watching Fox News. They're talking about MySpace. And all these predators going after children. MSN announced the big, there wasn't any COPA standards or anything yet. No 13, no, none of that stuff yet. And Microsoft just announced that they were going to start blocking all kids under 13 from using MSN. I don't know if you guys remember all the news. Tons of it around 2004. Fox was going crazy on it. And I sat there at the thing going, you guys are all idiots. Whole industry. I sat at my desk, wrote a 4-page design document saying, how can you make a safe place for kids to chat online? 4 pages. And I basically came up with my parenting technique, which is distraction. If I keep them so busy, because what I learned from my penguin experiments was that as it was online, the conversations would deteriorate as they had nothing to do. So after a month of playing it, they'd all start swearing and being idiots to each other. So I was like, well, the key of Club Penguin was, how do we release brand new content, something for them to do every single week? So that at least there's about an hour to 2 hours or something new for them to consume. Because then every time they log in, they're so distracted, they never talk to each other. They have a chat bar, but they don't actually do it. They're like, whoa! Club Penguin is this whole mesmerizing hit time. It's even designed, I'll go to this site. And so Club Penguin was born. This is an old picture, but now if you go on, there's like 60, 80 penguins on here. It's even designed, a lot of people asked me, they said, well, why do you use comic bubbles and they all overlap each other and nobody can read each other's conversations? That's terrible. I said, no, it's because we don't actually want them to talk. We don't make it useful. This exists because a 6-year-old wants to feel he can, but he doesn't ever do it. He just wants to be busy. Look at me. So we designed it that way. It's purposeful. Club Penguin was born. So around late 2004, I started building it. 2005, partnered up with my other 2 founders, which I'll get into the slide in a moment. was excellent because Webkins was the toy versus virtual, and we were the virtual versus subscription model. They both could coexist. So we just hit the whole industry fast and hard. And I'm Canadian, and I'm just proud to say that Webkins is also Canadian. Webkins. And yeah, so we'll keep going. Oh man, I'm eating it up fast. So, more tips, just things I learned along the way. Grow with your audience. I've talked to so many companies that are building virtual worlds right now. And you want to launch with hundreds of rooms and everything. You want to match Club Penguin. No. You're going to launch with just hundreds of whatever users. Even Star Wars. You grow with your audience. You don't need to build level 80 at launch. And I'm mesmerized by I go to these large corporations. They're like, we have a $20 million budget. Let's build the entire game. I'm like, why? Build levels 1 through 5, and just a couple classes and whatever. Just build it in $2 million, $3 million, whatever dollar budgets your budgets are. Get it out there, and as your audience grows, grow it. Yeah. Club Penguin only had, I think, we counted out. It was 12 rooms, 5 mini games, and 2 or 3 catalogs of clothing. How did they want to launch? But our weekly launch schedule just grew constantly. Now when competition shows up, they're terrified because you're competing against a property that has not missed a single week in 5 years of adding content. But don't think you can go here. That's not where you're launching. You're launching here. That's just a tip. We learned always grow with your audience. So it started that way. And now it's gigantic. The biggest blessing of Club Penguin was its partnership. All 3 of us are Christians. Dave Christo, he's about, it was always funny. The media was 320-somethings, breaking this, whatever. No, Dave's like 55 or something, 30-something. Lane Merrifield, he was like a 21-year-old. He's got a talks everywhere he goes. Partner well. You can read that yourself, but you gotta partner well. And a lot of people, I don't think they partner well. I think they partner with friends. And Lane and I do not. There was a. Do you guys hang out with each other? You guys go water skiing, here? No, we're such separate personalities. We butt heads in the office, and might as well have fist fights. But he does exactly what I hate doing, and I do what he can't do and he doesn't like doing. So we both have this respect, and Dave is the older wise sensei that made us not fight with each other. And we both have this respect that we have one vision now. Actually, the vision, the dream. We know where we want to go, what we want to make. But we don't have to like each other. There were many boardroom meetings. I don't want to chuck chairs. But we agreed early on, we will not launch anything unless we all 3 agree. It can't be if there's only 2, it never happens. There's no outvoting, no nothing. It has to be all 3. And we complement each other. I had to fully trust that he did the stuff I hated to do. He said partner really well. And you don't even have to be, I get these people that say, oh, we all got to be like owners of the same company. No, you don't. 2 game studios can partner and collaborate on distribution and marketing. You just need that there's many, you bring up the verses, read Proverbs. I'm like blown away. I go through Proverbs over and over. I read this book on leadership and stuff, and I can't believe how many times Solomon talks about you will fail if you do not seek advisors. It's like over and over and over and over. Do not go seek. And I sit there listening to all these game studios that build in stealth mode. And I'm like, that is stupid. I really hope they're out there getting feedback and advice. Go find your advisors. Some may have business sense in like changing tires. Go hire him. He has knowledge that you may not even consider. So it works. I'm just battling now. This is the 3 guys. So Lane, he's the celebrity LA guy. I see him everywhere. Me, I don't ever show up at any conference. Dave, he's doing awesome stuff. He's always had it passionate. He's ran businesses for that was back to the story. So it was interesting. Here I'm working on games Wednesday nights, and then I take Fridays off. So go to Dave and say, I'm going to stop working Fridays. I'm going to work on games. I'm like, okay. And then in 2004, I come to Dave saying, my games on Friday are making more money than I'm making for you, working for you. So I'm going to take Thursdays and Fridays off. He's like, can you show me what you're making? He didn't get it. He's like, Penguins walking around, who cares? No, he cared, but he's like, he didn't get it. Lane got hired. He's formerly actually from Bismarck, Park. And he saw it. And then he's like all sales. Lane's like business and sales. And he went to Dave's like, we got to invest the whole company into this. Okay. And then we worked full time. Tribe. What time am I at? How long do I have?
Yeah, as long as you want, brother.
No, they
Yeah,
don't give
try
my
that.
hotel. Tribe. Do you know who your tribe is? You're building, your audience is your tribe. They want a leader. They want to be, they want you involved. They want this relationship. Are you going out and claiming it? We saw this entire generation of kids that wanted safe online chatting. They didn't want to play games. A lot of people they have very, statistically in Club Penguin, very few group. Most of the kids don't play any of the mini games. We've really struggled with how do you burn coins without any game component. They actually just go and play. They just set up a pizzeria, run the cashier, pretend that they're waiting and waitressing. So we've come up with all these systems that if you're in a room long enough and you're pretending to role play, we just start handing you coins. Thanks. Or you get this whole you can go online and search all this stuff. There's this millions of mothers that have to log in at night and their kids' accounts, earn their coins for them. We've talked endless meetings. We're like, so we should just make Facebook games for moms that send the coins to the kids' account. Okay, now every time I got cards here. Perception. I'm just dropping to a bunch of points. I'm not a coder. I already told you that. Teacher cards. Somehow I built this thing. I built the server. I built the flash code. I built everything. Once it launched, the cardboard box it was in started to buckle and explode, and true engineers had to be hired quickly. And once again, I'm an iteration believer, so it's like don't even try fixing it. Just rebuild. Let's just go from a new foundation. But perception is my philosophy of design. It's more important what the audience perceives as happening than what is actually happening. I love magic tricks. I wish I was a magician. I'm not very good at it. Okay. But I want to show you a card trick. And this I teach all my staff. When they come in, they start working on more what the audience sees and what actually happens. What I got here is how many cards? 3 cards. Okay, this is a magic trick. Don't be fooled. Okay, the first card here is this card. Right? The second card is also this card. Ooh. You have 2 of this, you gotta have a what? That card. Okay. That card's on top. Notice I'm telling you. This is a trick. I'm going to trick you. The cards aren't regular. They're tricky cards. That card's on top. So where did that card go? I just put it on the bottom. No, it's this card. This card's now on the bottom. Where did that card go? Is it on this top card? No, it's also this card. That can't be right. That card must be in the middle now. No, that's also this card. Well, of course, this is a trick. You can't have 3 thises. Where did that go? Well, like I said, it's on the bottom, right? That's on the bottom. This was on top, right? No, that's that. And the middle card, well, it's this card. No, it's that. So, just like life, that's a trick. Everybody's going, oh. Now we go for the delight, right? Just like life, you get a little bit of this, right? You get a little bit of that, right? You need something else. 3 cards. That's how it works. It's what they see happening. Club Penguin in 2005 had a racing game where kids slide down hills in 4-player. The entire industry, I remember the lawyers, oh, it was insane. Lawyers can't do that. That's lying to your audience. But you can't make that accurate in microseconds of a Flash browser game in 2005 where they're racing and winning coins. I said, actually, go get 4 monitors to race. They all win. All I do is I record if somebody actually wipes out and tell all the other guys, it's probably about 2 seconds behind you. But I don't actually, I create the tension that everybody's about, just right on your heels. It's actually coded, because I have no idea to do it. So I just went, they're all just chasing me. I'm just going to animate that everybody's just chasing, because the whole point of the sled race is I might not win. Right? But at the end, the kid goes, yeah, I won! He gets 20 points. The kid rips up, yeah, I won! 20 points. But all their screens just shows them pass the first finish line first. And they all play a perfect game, they all win. The latency thing, I couldn't get fast enough. It's like 1 or 2 seconds behind or whatever, but I just said, everyone wins! Because it's flipping, who cares? They're excited that they won. If you missed, crashed, yeah, you fall back 2 seconds and everybody's charts are updated. So it actually starts to get proper. But everybody wipes out, then it's everybody wins. But Disney lawyers, it was funny, they finally learned this. And they were like, in the UK law states, you can't have a game winning prizes or whatever without justifying the position. I don't know, they're all over the, this is lying to the audience. We have to have disclaimers. We have to, oh, it's the magic. Perception. Bet you in World of Warcraft, you could probably just have like most of those people that just play solo. If you track them enough and go, this guy's a solo player, just play the automated version that never connects. The light, I just showed you a card trick. A lot of you guys have game designed already. You gotta delight your users. This connects them to your environment. Right? This, you gotta make that moment that just makes it memorable. We have a mascot program. We don't use NPCs in Club Penguin. You have to actually train and certify as staff. There's 800 and something moderators that monitor the kids' language. So because it's a boring job where you just listen to kids swear, we have this program where to get trained, you get to train a mascot. So you can be rock hopper or a pirate or whatever. Once they get training and they learn how to speak him and know his history, then they get to do the mascot program, just like at Disneyland. So they go in every day and they go and talk to the kids. Their job is to run down and create those moments for all the kids that haven't encountered rock hopper yet. And these kids go home and they're, doesn't matter if they ever meet rock hopper again, they have this moment in Club Penguin that's just so magical. It's just like at Disneyland. Their whole mandate of staff is create these memories. When families at Disneyland and kids crying and they come up and give them a free ice cream cone, they remember all that. It creates that bond between your products. You can create all those moments, do it. Do it. User experience. I don't have the quote. I wish I could have. Maybe you guys have. The guys at is it Capcom that did Contra? 2 guys, 1 shoot size rope. They have a quote that's like this. I'm trying to always, I haven't been able to find it online, but it's like 1 million. To win World of Warcraft, I think it's millions and millions and millions and millions of clicks. As a designer in your game, I told you user experience is absolutely everything. That's UX. If you don't know the UI, then the UX. And every single one of those clicks should go through your design process, and you should be excited for your users. We're talking art. This week, you probably said the same thing. You can't just waste. That's an action from a user. If I'm not doing something with it, I'm losing out. In Contra, I think it's Capcom, they have this philosophy that every single button has to result in something. Something has to happen. So just tips, things, aim, fire, miss. Don't be afraid to try. Just do stuff. I'm always amazed by these large companies that they build this entire game and then wonder why it didn't work. Like, just make it. Go. This is my favorite. Flash. If you know your Flash well, Flash actually can do 1/20th of a pixel. Width is a measurement of 1 1/20th of a unit. Flash is lowest zoom. The closest you can get is 1/20th of a pixel. This is the vector-based program. It shows on a pixel-based monitor, right? So the artists, I make me cry when I do this. I'll go in and they're spending all this time painting the shading on a pineapple party. And when you zoom it out, you don't see anything. And I'd always say, stop being a twit. You don't need so much detail. A lot of people look at Club Penguin's art and go, why is it so rough and everything? We want the imagination of kids. They want to be able to approach it. They see more into Club Penguin when it's loosely made than when I fine tune it. Then I've seen it with fairies and other projects at Disney. It's so polished. Your imagination narrows. You go, that's what I see. If you rough it out, like make it loose, make it stuff that they can put their imagination. But I love it. There's endless. You go to endless blogs. They're like when we started watching the ninjas, they'd go around the whole world going, that shadow, it's a ninja. It wasn't there before. That mirror image is a ninja. There's all this fuzzy nut. And they start all these conspiracy sites. What's coming next in Club Penguin? Just because our artists are lazy. You guys familiar with our Coins of Change program? I really want every single game in the entire world to take this on. 2005, missed that Christmas. 2006, we started Coins of Change. We had a dilemma. The media was telling us, we didn't design that way. We just thought it was a reward-based whatever system. You play games, you get money, and then you go buy clothes. We just thought it was logical. The media really started saying Club Penguin was evil because we're teaching kids consumerism. Okay. I thought it was just a reward. But it's like doing allowances or chores. But had a good point. So it started a lot of discussion at the office. We're like, well, how do we, between the three founders, how do we teach something in a virtual world that technically is not a game, it's just a sandbox. There's no leveling, there's no unlock a new ground, there's no story. How do we teach something? We came up with this idea of Coins for Change. The idea is that these kids have a choice. They can either spend their coins on themselves, feed their puzzles, their pets, decorative games, buy more clothes, buy more items, or donate the coins that they earn. It takes kids about 5 minutes to earn about 100 coins. We started Coins for Change. And I got a video here. Interrupt the presentation. Bring it over. Say, oh, no volume. Bigger.
Coins from coins for cents means fork. They help us build
$1 million. Last year was $2 million. All this is profit of life. And I'm so glad that Disney is
What do you think for the environment?
The plants from Coins for Change means support. Conserving tropical rainforests and wetlands. Helping the endangered and slow.
Club Penguin means medical help.
Being healthy means that we can go to school. Means we can help our community. Gracias. around the whole world.
So, I'm going to get back to the presentation. Here we go. So since 2006, every year we've taken the gross net profits. Now that's confusing. Visa has to take their hide, and we take the to our companies. We take 10% of all the profits of Club Penguin and donate it. And Disney's continued it over and over. The amazing part is we wanted to build a system in a virtual world that teaches kids something. They have to sacrifice their coins, and it's amazing. You read the fanfics; they'll start in July and June, start saving, so that by December, we only do this over Christmas for 2 weeks, that they'll start donating their coins to the 3 causes. If the kids go online, we just ask them in the game, put your coins to which cause. We know statistically they always come out to be the same number. But, and they rally each other. They run all their blogs, they run everything. Oh, let's do the environment, let's do whatever. War Child, the kids that are, War Child's one of our sponsors. You can go to the site, there's tons of sponsors. Read about our Global Citizen Program and how we do it. So Coins for Change does about 1 million a year. Then there's another 1 million done per office around the world for its local areas, and it continues its program. World Earth Day, we did a big 500,000 or something this year. Disney does. So what happened in 2010? The kids gave 12,261,193,800 coins. Which is equivalent to them if they go work in the pizzeria and make pizzas. They'd have to make way too big. Way too many pizzas, or they had to work as a special secret agent because they get paid once a month. They'd have to work for that many years. They'd have to buy that many. They basically didn't buy that many puffles. This is how many pearls from the aquagrabber game they'd have to go. This is how many items they gave up. Buying every single item of clothing ever released since we started 16,000 times. These kids gave up their money. Remember, it's 5 minutes to a kid. Yeah. That's the key here. It's something to us. It's like, well, it's kind of fake money. No, it's to the kids. Actually, they're seriously sit there watching the kids. What are you doing? I'm making money for kids in Africa. We wanted to, and that was successful. And I'm so happy we've had an impact. Escape has their program now. There's various worlds who've started their program. And it's just awesome. Future, just hit a couple quick topics, something you should think about. As designers, I want to give you a little thought. In 2015, all the penguins become teenagers. Are you ready for it? There's millions and millions and millions and millions of them. They're all going to be teenagers. They expect a social, connected game of life. Are you studying Club Penguin and actually going, okay, what did you guys teach them? That's their practice. They're gonna assume when they go to their next game. Sorry, we do lots of students. He set up a whole generation. That's it. Thank you.